flip it around. Alright, so, welcome and good morning to the Friday morning commute. As I tried to back out of my garage without taking out anything. Alright. Really bright light. Another mic. Okay. Alright. We're easing. Alright. So, welcome and good morning to the Friday morning commute. It's been a week. Oh my goodness, has it been a week. So, just some personal flavor text before we get into what Zer has and Destiny updates and all that fun jazz. My wife and I have moved into our new house. My new streaming setup is done. I've only used it once. Destroyed Big Bad Schoolhouse himself and then got on with life. Even though we're in the new house, we're still getting stuff out of the apartment and storage unit. So my evenings are being repurposed currently, but I'm hoping to move away from that and be able to play some of the Taken King before, I'm 50. So, with that being said, Taken King dropped Tuesday. I was lucky enough to kill Schoolhouse Monday evening, finished 30 minutes before midnight, Central Daylight Savings Time. It was awesome. So that was enjoyable. Now, with the Taken King, I think you're always going to expect... Good morning, Lady Wendu. You're always going to expect some hiccups. DoD Uprising, awesome. There was a few of the regulars, my new regulars. It's awesome. You expect some hiccups with launch. So, people were theoretically not getting their weapons shown at the Vanguard Quartermaster, potentially from it not being installed and other shenanigans. I believe there was an issue where the Taken King was only playable by the account that bought it. And these are all issues that come up with launches and are, in my mind, not surprising. The one little thing I'm not fond of, way back in the day, right after the reveal trailer for the Taken King, Luke Smith did an interview with Eurogamer, and, it was a highly controversial interview. He came back afterwards and said, you know what, I'm sorry. I looked like a complete idiot. So, here's what we're going to do. If you buy the Legendary Edition, if you buy the regular game, we're going to give you the option for a $20 upgrade to get the Collector's Edition items. Everyone in the world cheered, said, yay, Bungie, you're the best. Well, then yesterday morning, I've been keeping tabs on their main help thread, and they said, okay, everybody but Xbox 360 users, you can have the $20 upgrade option to get the collectible editions. Guess what console I play on? So, I'm hoping that they give something. I was slightly gung-ho and accidentally bought the $60 edition. I don't know how much of a pain... Yeah, right. I don't know how much of a pain or hassle it'll be worth to see about, badgering Microsoft into giving me a refund so I can get the $80 edition. So that way I can get the class items. Or just go without until I get the Xbox One and see if I can somehow procure a collector's edition with the Strange Coin and the Cade 6 book. We'll see. I don't want to be too spendy because, just bought a house, getting everything moved into it, all sorts of expenses. And then with my wife's recent stays in the hospital, I think her first ER visit was a good amount, and the actual hospital stay, they're looking to waive altogether, but that still leaves us with about a $3,400 bill. So that'll be fun. Hospitals are nice. We'll get it taken care of. So on to Xur. Okay. So just before I started, I went over and looked at my Destiny at Xur. He had the Sparrow upgrades, which is nice. He had the 3 of coins, which it looks like you get 5 3 of coins for 1 strange coin. I might be wrong. It may be a 5 to 3 strange coins for 5 strange coins. 5 3 of coins for 3 strange coins. Something like that. And then he had the Moto Light exchange. And then I saw the yellows. And I was pleasantly surprised. So, currently, see, I don't have an Xbox One, though. And I know only a couple people who do, and otherwise I would go do something like that. In any case. Xur has a legacy engram. So, the point of the legacy engram is everyone who's read the weekly update is so that you can flesh out your year 1 exotics list. You want to go do Crota's End with Gallarhorn, never got a Gallarhorn, now you can hopefully get it. And this week, it's a heavy weapon legacy engram. So I think this is another bone given to players who started and, wasn't able to get on for the weekend that Xur sold the Gallarhorn, and they could have Xurned their Gallarhorn. This is Xurning 2.0. Then he had 3 Taken King exotics, which I'm really excited. He had the Insurmountable Front for Titans. He had the Young Ahamkara's Spine for Hunters. And then for Warlocks, he had a really new one, and I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it looked really cool. But it was gloves, so, us and the Warlocks like gloves because it goes with our Warlock bond, Good set of gloves have to match the Warlock bond. Anyways. And then it had a helmet engram. So it looks like instead of getting a weapon engram per se, or a always offered weapon, we're going to get either a legacy engram for either weapon or something else, and then we're going to get the 3, and then we may get another engram to get some new exclusives. And that's all that he had. As far as the rest of the weekly update that I read yesterday, the really big one they touched on was Xur. They know they're having issues. They said contact them on the Bungie Help thread or on Twitter at Bungie Help with the hashtag HELP. Second, they're doing themed movies of the week. So, if you've ever scrolled all the way through a Bungie Weekly Update, you have a section where they scour social media and YouTube and other places for videos that highlight the Destiny community in a way and shows off our quirkiness and our resolute and all that other fun stuff. So, this week, the Bungie Weekly Update videos, the movies of the week, were all solar-based. I think this is because they're looking to kind of accent or extenuate the new subclasses: Solar for Titan, Void for Hunter, Arc for Warlock. So next week's going to be Void-based, so if you've got a Void Lock or if you've got that new Void Hunter, then you should probably look to see about making some really cool videos. Because I believe you get an emblem for being shown on the movies of the week. I don't know if you have to be the first place to get it or any of the runner-ups. But that's all that I know at the moment. Tangents. I always have tangents. This week has been very tangent-filled in my mind, I think. However, but it's been good. I haven't played any Destinies. I really don't have much about the Taken King to talk about. I do know, in theory, you don't kill Oryx at the end. One of my Twitter followers, one of the people who actually started following me on Twitch and found me through all my other social media outlets, was like, hey, I just killed Oryx. I'm not going to spoil it for you, though. It's like, awesome. You kind of already did. Just a little bit. Yeah. But, so, okay. If you've defeated him, how have you defeated him? And see, when, just before the game was released, mentally, or inwardly, I was thinking, okay, the raid's name is King's Fall. To me, it sounds like you would use the storyline of the game to get to the point where you haven't fought Oryx, but you would be defeating Oryx in the raid. Now, if we look back at the Dark Below, you stopped Crota from being summoned, but you summon him in the Crota's End. So, and I'll be honest, I haven't really looked at the Grimoire cards as I should have, nor do I have all the Grimoire cards. You know, that's the only downside to having only played for, since May, 4 months. Yes, I was playing for 4 months and got my moments of triumph. But yeah. I don't know how that really worked. More lore? Yes, more lore. I need the lore. I like lore because one of the things that Bungie does really well, at least with Halo, and I think they're going to get better with the current and future releases of Destiny, is the lore aspect. My only quip with their lore system is the fact you cannot access it in-game. Year 1 wasn't that good. I think it had some gems, though. I think it had some gems that let you get the foundation in place. Now, I would like to see what Year 1 would have been before the rewrite, because that would have been awesome. However, with Year 2 and on, it's going to be better. They've hired, last I heard from someone, they hired a D&D story writer as one of their lore staff. So I'm really excited. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited to play the game. Adult responsibilities first. I've got to be an adult. So as soon as I finish moving and everything's unpacked and everything's good to go, then hopefully more Destiny time. But for the moment, I'm trying to keep myself out of spoilers, and it's so hard. It's so hard. I want to watch on Twitch, and and then the raids today. Oh yes, the raid. So 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11 o'clock Mountain, 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, the raid. Who will be first to get through? So I know probably all the major streaming teams or streamers, Professor Broman, King Gathalion, T-Rex, they're probably all going to be on one raid team. I know another friend of mine I met through streaming, ZG Photo DST, he's going to be on his a raid team, probably with followers, so I doubt he'll be one of the first to finish. It'd be awesome. I'm really interested to see what the minimum level, the recommended light is, to see How much do I have to grind to get to that light? So we'll find out. I'm excited. And thanks to DoD Uprising and a few other social media sites I frequent, if you need to try to grind light more effectively, save up your engrams, go to Master Rahul at the tower or the crypto archaeologist in the reef, decrypt 1 engram at a time and see if it's better than any of your other armor. If it is, equip it, rinse, repeat. At the very end, you should be of a higher light level, and if it's the decrypted gear is not gear that you're going to use, infuse it into the gear that you want to use, like your legendaries. So, one of the things I love is the fact that blues can actually be of a higher level. No, I'm sitting in the driver's seat. I have it pointing weird. Da 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 da. Okay. Blues can have higher attack defense ratios than purples, but you can use the blue to infuse into the purple and increase the light of the purple. I think this infuse mechanism is going to be extremely useful going forward. You know, the idea of ascending was useful, but I think it really limited the playing field for gear, especially going from Year 1 through DLC 2, House of Wolves. So you were always using the same weapon. Now with this infused, you know, if you wanted to keep your armor, you could, but you're never going to be... I don't think you're going to be locked into a specific loadout choice for PvP or for PvE. I think you're going to find what works for you, adjust, and then... Good morning, Deco Tinting. And then from, you know, new releases on, you'll say, oh, you know what, I like that chest piece from the next expansion better than the one I have from the Taken King. You'll just swap it out. And then you could probably even use the one from the Taken King to upgrade. So, I am super excited. This is going to be an awesome year 2. Hopefully by the time you see me next Friday, I'll have completed the story mission on my Warlock for the Taken King. My first goal is to get Stormcaller. And then I'll play the storyline. Because who doesn't want to be a kick-butt lightning wizard? AKA Radon! So, I wish I played on Xbox One. I wish I had money to play on Xbox One. But it is what it is. So I want to thank you all for stopping by. I'm dying, not really. Just a bit. So, I want to thank you all for stopping by on the Friday morning commute. I've probably been in my office for 10-15 minutes now, so I need to go inside. Thanks for following me here on Twitter or Periscope. They're both at RovenDoug on either Twitter or Periscope. You can also follow me on Twitch. twitch.tv/RovenDoug. And on YouTube. It is expensive. So, I will see y'all later. This will be on YouTube shortly, so if you want to look at all the hilarity. A quick side note for those who watch on YouTube later. I'm using Periscope. It's an app that lets me stream live, and I can read comments from people who are actually watching. And one of the followers, Lady Windu, she and I both watch another person's scope, and we do heart battles, and it's awesome. But she's like, I don't like hearts here, because I can't compete with you. But hearts have a purpose. Hearts give you visibility in the Periscope world. So, that's the number one reason why I spam hearts on DoD Uprising. It's just like, BAM! Trying to get you out to a broader audience. More randoms. More randoms, the better for you, DoD Uprising. So, feel free to watch them as well at DoD Uprising. It's awesome. They need the hearts. In any case, I will see y'all later. Have a wonderful weekend. And enjoy Thursday 2.0. See ya. Bloop. Stop.